Good evening, welcome to Fantastic Dimensions. We are playing The Seed by Kelvin Green tonight in Mörk Borg. That's the wrong one. Of course, I've run this scenario a couple of times before in a different system, but I wanted to give it a go here, give it the Mörk Borg treatment. It feels like it should be fairly appropriate, if I'm being honest. All right. So we have a motley crew here of fugitives and outcasts. You have all been charged with a duty, a job for Baron von Vulgaris. Uh, Baron Vulgaris has a problem in that his two sons, Varl and Yarg, um, are currently being sought by the two-headed basilisks of the one true faith for heresy. Apparently, they have gotten into some cult bullshit or something, and they're wanted for investigation by the Inquisitors. Essentially, he doesn't want that to happen. You guys are a bunch of scumbags anyway. He figures he can pay you on the down low to go and get his sons for him and bring them back to him. He'll pay you quite handsomely for it. He's willing to pay you. Let's see, how many of you are there? There's 5 of you. He's going to give you guys, like 5,000 silver pieces if you bring his two sons back before the church can arrest him. He says they've been hanging out with their friends in a village named Mudwitch, and that's where you will find them.
We say the names of the sons yet?
Yes, it did. They're Varl
Carl.
and Yarg.
Yarg.
Yes.
Village of Mudwitch.
Yeah, Varl Vulgaris and Yarg Vulgaris, respectively, sons of Baron von Vulgaris.
Very good.
Now, real quickly, let's go through and just do character introductions. I know we just created them together, kind of went over it a bit, but it'd be nice to have a quick scene for each character just so we can describe what your presence is like, what you look like in the group. So, John, why don't you go ahead and go first? I think you probably, you might stand out the most. And again, there's somebody down the road who might give you a little run for your money.
Harryhausen, the blackened iron golem, is a facsimile of a person with an enormous maw, and there's always a bit of steam and black smoke billowing out of it. He's been known to shove in living creatures into his maw on a daily basis. 7 foot tall, he's beyond heavy. When he moves, you hear a grinding of metal. He's incredibly strong and tough, and completely naked, anatomically correct, and he suffers no fleshy. That's it.
Oh, I'm muted. Sorry. Chris, why don't you go ahead and go next?
So I am Brint. I am a fugitive knight. I'm covered with mail armor, including a full helmet, armed with a crossbow. I don't know, there's a lot else to say, really. All you can really see of me is my eyes through the helmet, and there is cataract starting to spread in both.
Nice. What kind of armor did you say you wear?
Mail.
Like chainmail type mail or plate mail? Medium or heavy?
Medium.
Medium. Okay, yeah, like chainmail or something like that. Got it. Excellent. All right. And Whiston, Neil. Sorry.
Yes, Whiston. A bottle green sort of 18th century gentleman's tailcoat with brass buttons, but they've started to rub away now, and you can see the brass, the base tin metal that the buttons are made of. Sort of dusty tricorn hat. With what was once a very elaborate peacock feather sticking out of the top of it as a plume, but almost all of the feather has disappeared now, just leaving a kind of slightly bedraggled white stick sticking out the top of his head. He has white silk stockings, which are always rumpled and falling down. He's constantly having to stop to pull them up. This might be due to the fact that he is extraordinarily thin, which is strange considering that he's almost always eating something. Insects, carrion, maggots, whatever he can find as he passes along the road. Once a very handsome man, now raddled, you can think of him as a sort of very late period John Hurt in appearance. He is a misanthropic messenger.
Fantastic. All right, George, you're next.
Hello, I'm Felix the Gnarly. I ran an inn for many years until it was burnt down. I'm 6'5", 300 pounds. I'm a big, gnarly man. I'm fat. I'm not in shape. I have a big, bulbous belly with veins running through it, arms that are wide and red. My hair is thinning badly and almost completely gone. Whatever I have left, I keep back with sweat. I have a beard, a scruffy beard, long handlebar mustache, beady black eyes that see right through anyone's soul. I barely fit on some scale armor, but I got it on. I don't wear shoes. I have tough feet, and I just walk barefoot to the land. My hands are huge. They can grasp a metal sphere, a cannonball, and hurl it if necessary. And I'm out to earn some coin.
Oh, you're definitely looking at some potential coin here. 5,000 silver pieces divided by 5 of you, assuming everyone survives. There's money to be made.
Assuming we divide it evenly.
Yes, perhaps we could just clarify. Is it 5,000 flat rate, so that if only one of us comes back, he gets the whole lump sum?
Correct.
Marvelous.
Kevin has a doozy of a character to introduce to us, I believe. Who's the fifth member of your motley crew?
By appearance, my face is relatively flat. I don't have a protruding nose, just two nostrils set into the center of my face and a thin slit for a mouth. My skin is like white pale, resembling like a gray alien. I awoke in Graventosk surrounded by some immolated cultists, assuming that they accidentally summoned me into being. I gathered their belongings, and I have a small wheelbarrow of a wagon that I towed around with me. Not much for weaponry. I have a sickle and a meat cleaver, and I managed to salvage some fur armor. One hand that I keep tucked inside my tattered robes embarrassingly resembles a lobster claw.
Awesome. And do you get?
I am unaware denies the face is my name. You can just call me the face.
Unaware denies the face. And you get powers per day, right? Like spells or something?
Yeah, I
mistaken?
rolled on the scrolls. I got an unclean scroll. It's Wet'suatl, blind your eye. A creature can become invisible for D6 rounds or until they're damaged.
I think that's
And
an
while they're
M. I think it's
invisible,
Metswaddle, blind your eye.
oh, Metswaddle. Oh, sorry.
So yeah.
While invisible, attack and defense rolls are a DR6.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Is that how does that work with the pale one? Do you just get that power and that's it, or do you get to roll every day, or?
Yeah, it's daily. It changes randomly.
That's
So
an
it's
actual
just the one I
scroll.
rolled
It's a scroll
today.
you use, is it?
Well, I'm literate, but only in dead languages. I can't use scrolls, but
Oh,
I
okay.
can intuitively use a random rolled power.
Okay, so that's
So
your
I
one random.
intuitively
That
have
is
that power.
your
Yeah.
intuitive power. Okay, got it. I just couldn't remember if it was something like you get different spells at different days or anything. Nope, that's your power. Got it. Perfect.
Yep. And I rolled for presence on my powers, D4 plus 3, and I have 5 uses of that power.
Excellent. Very nice. All right. So yes, the representative of the Baron, I suppose, because the Baron himself is probably not meeting with the 5 of you, but he says yes, it's 5,000 for the two sons. Bring them back alive. We don't want them dead, obviously.
How far from the village of Mudwich are we? Are we there, or are we at some?
I am going to say it's not far away at all, because it's where they go and hang out with their friends and do their stupid cult bullshit. Um, like probably playing Dungeons and Dragons and smoking weed or something. But no. So it's a day's travel from the city where Baron von Vulgaris makes his home. So one day, not far at all. The sooner you leave, the better.
Well, let's leave now.
Excellent. Any disagreements? Anybody not want to leave now?
Harryhausen starts walking. He just chooses the directions, begins walking. Clang, clang, clang.
So you're gonna have to walk north from where you are. And what am I looking for? This one. Is that? Yeah, it's not missing much. That's fine. Perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's grand. Yeah. That's what I want. All right. So you all travel north. One of you has a wagon. You pull the wagon. You don't have an animal pulling the wagon, or?
Just came with a small wagon in my equipment, so I figure it's like a wheelbarrow type size. I don't have much to keep in there. It's basically just empty. Just keep my water skin in there, just so I don't have to carry it on my person.
Yeah, I get you. Um, Here we go. Do you want to get a mule to pull it, or a horse?
Um, I have 55 silver. How much is a
A mule
mule?
is 10 silver. You can't afford a horse.
Sold.
All right, you can get a mule for 10 silver. Go ahead and give him a name.
The body.
Your mule's name is the Body. Excellent.
Underwears.
Did anybody else have any animals before I carry on? I just want to make sure I write these down too.
All I think an animal is good for is eating.
Okay, so nobody else has any pets. Good. Just double checking.
We're gonna need something to carry all that silver back with.
This is right.
Harryhausen does have a small dog.
Harryhausen has a small dog.
On the road, as they get going, he eats it, and it burns in his gullet, and black smoke burns away as it howls in pain.
Nice. Did you want to buy any other animals before you leave the Baron's kind of keep area? They got lots of animals for sale.
Sure, he'll pick up another little dog, a mangy one, so nobody will miss it, or a small child. Either way,
Jesus Christ. Where the fuck
could be a sick one,
Here we go. Dog.
be a sick kid.
Yeah, like a small dog's like 10 silver.
That's too much. How about a sick one? sick mangy one, a lame one.
I'll tell you what, give me a presence roll.
Oh, great. Could I have somebody else negotiate it for
No.
me?
No.
All right.
This is your meal.
On a D20.
Mhm.
Stand by. All right.
D20 modified by presence.
Yikes. Rolled a 4, -1 is a
Oh,
3.
wow. Okay. Nope.
Any small children?
Have some rats. You can have. They're tame. 8 silver each.
No.
I'd like to buy an animal.
Yeah, he's not gonna. He'll find something else.
What do you
Plenty of
want to?
party members.
What do you want to buy?
Like a chicken.
A chicken.
Oh, a chicken.
Yep, a nasty fucking clawed chicken that I can just hold and fucking throw at you. You ever have a chicken thrown at you?
I will say I would also like a chicken. I will follow behind him.
Okay, chickens. Let's see if tamed rats are 8 silver. I'm going to say the chickens are going to cost you. Let me double check that real quick. Get something here. I'll check a price for something here real quick.
Are we still in the Barrens area? This is his town, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Chickens will cost you 5 silver apiece.
Chicken.
Yep. A chicken. 5 silver a chicken.
I'll
All right.
take a chicken.
I will also take a chicken.
And yes, Harryhausen, we are still in the Baron's lands.
Do you want to name your
Say we could-
chickens?
Yeah, my chicken's name is Shit.
Shit, the chicken.
My
You
chicken's
really
name
are
is Next.
disgruntled.
My chicken's name is Next.
Next. Oh yeah, of course. That's tomorrow's meal. Okay. Okay, there you go. You have your couple of chickens. You don't have a dog anymore, but you do have a mule. Well, Kevin has a mule. I should say, unaware denies
Hey, I
the
want to
face
I
has a
want to
mule.
look at him and say, underwears. Why the hell did you buy a mule to pull your water skin in your wagon?
Yeah. Like he said, why?
So, and part of my character is he's a mythomaniac and likes to create his own truths, and he's gonna tell the party as they're inquiring about the body. Well, he's really the brains and the muscle here. He's the one that's gonna make sure that we travel safely and guards us.
Mm.
If he fails, can I eat him?
He dies, you can eat him.
Fantastic. Thank you, weird one. I look forward to eating your donkey.
Did you just
The
say
donkey
you
like wander around
eat
and
his
like
ass?
nibble at dead plants.
So you head north in the direction of Mudwitch, to find these two sons of Baron Vulgaris. When you kind of travel for the remainder of the day, I assume you'd intend to camp at night to kind of set up a camp so you can sleep and rest your animals and, well, your animal and, eat, etc. But as you do, you notice as it's kind of, granted, it's always cloudy. In fact, you should roll for weather. Neil, go ahead and give me a roll. Oh, which die is it? Hold on, let me double check that. Is that a D6 or something? D12. D12.
Certainly. That is a 12.
A 12. It's super cold, almost grave-like cold. You think it might even snow tonight. So it's been overcast all day, like, typical apocalypse. Nobody's seen the sun probably for a few years at this point. I mean, the sun still rises and sets. It's just always behind multiple clouds. You never see it. As such, anyway, on this particularly, you feel it getting super cold as you guys are preparing to kind of stop to make your camp for the night, and you notice up ahead of you, kind of a pinkish glow in the sky, reflecting off the clouds as well. But the glow seems to be coming from below, so it's glowing up onto the clouds.
Is Mudwitch on fire?
That pause is too long.
Yeah, who's talking? Who are you talking to? Are you asking me?
I'm just speaking into the wind.
Yeah, apparently so, because only the wind speaks back.
It doesn't look like
It
fire.
knows the truth.
I know what fire looks like. My inn was burnt down. That ain't no damn fire.
You really are disgruntled.
Ah,
Fire can take many colors. Depends on what's burning.
well, if it's fire, it's some magic shit.
Did you set your camp?
Indeed.
Okay. So you set your camp, and yeah, it does get super cold, and it does even begin to snow. So you build your fire up. You get lots of wood before it gets too wet, and build your fire up as strong as you can, and huddle around it as close as you can, probably for heat. Except for if anyone who's maybe not bothered by the cold. I don't know if the iron golem is bothered by it. I don't know if the pale
Remember, he
one is
has his
bothered by
own.
it either.
He burns inside with an internal flame.
Yeah, he's fine. In fact, you
In
guys
that case,
probably want to cuddle up with the iron golem.
that was my exact comment. Yes, in that case, I'm going to sidle up to him
Yeah.
and just sort of.
He puts his arms out. Yes, yes. Come hug my black metal nakedness. Enjoy my warmth.
I'm gonna rub right against them, really close.
Oh, come closer, small one.
The face is gonna.
I enjoy your pudgy, fleshy touch.
The face is gonna just tip his small wagon on its side and kind of, squeeze as much of himself into it, kind of like sitting upright inside the side of the wagon, and have his donkey, the body, lay on the other side to try to radiate some warmth in there.
Some weird one. Hug us. I will make you warm.
Underwear's got a donkey to lay next to, too. Huh. Shouldn't have questioned him.
Told you he's gonna protect us.
Very good. Yeah, the pink glow never goes away. In fact, as night sets and it's a cold, snowy night, the kind of white of the snow in the sky even kind of makes it even more apparent as you see this pinkish glow up north in the direction that you're heading towards Mudvitch. Well, not heading currently. You're camping. But yeah, you set watches whenever you'd pass the night. No serious issues occur. Chris, why don't you roll d12 for me?
3.
3. It has stopped snowing, and the snow is drifting around and blowing around everywhere in the piercing wind now that's blowing around, and it's quite cold as you prepare to break your fast and continue traveling. And even
Oh, disgruntled one. May I hold your chicken?
Wait, no. I saw what you did to the last animal.
Shoves his chicken into his mouth. As it burns up and feathers come flying out in little flamey bits. Oh, more life for the great golem.
I'm gonna hold on to shit tighter. I'm holding on to my shit a lot tighter now.
I guess so. And you continue north towards Mudwitch into the afternoon. At which time you will arrive, and it is as you're getting closer to Mudwitch, the snow is melting, and it does feel like it's warming up quite considerably. And you can now see up ahead of you this pink cloud, apparently, kind of floating right on the ground where Mudwitch should be. It's enveloped in this kind of soupy-looking pinkish purple fog. You've never seen a fog this color before. And you get kind of a noxious sense to the air as you get closer. Who's at front? Who's leading the way?
Harryhausen is.
Harryhausen's leading the way.
Harryhausen leads the way.
You see movement at the edge of the fog ahead of you, and a small figure comes running out of it, almost
So
like
small.
looking almost like it, like an apparition, appearing before you, manifesting. But it's just a boy running out of this fog. And
Party members!
Keeps running towards you. And he sees you and he runs fast, tries to run faster. He looks quite tired. He's breathing very heavily. And there's something wrong with him, you notice, as he's getting closer and closer. He looks like
small child running from the fog. Should I eat him?
He appears to be melting.
I don't want to eat him. I will put you out of your misery, child. Come here.
Wait, let's ask him what the hell happened.
He will ask the great golem what has happened, and he tries to shove the child into his mouth.
Well, as he's getting closer, something else comes running out of the cloud behind him. One of these things. Sorry, one of these. If you can see that on the screen. There's two on the image I put up, but there's only one of them. It's a strange, rubbery, dog-like quadruped thing with no noticeable eyes or mouth or anything. And it's loping after him. It's quite a ways behind him, and he's getting closer and closer to you. And you hear he's like, his mouth is moving, but like, half of his mouth is missing, and there's just like kind of melting biomatter dripping out of the gaping maw.
Alarm! Alarm!
His one good eye looks at you in pity as he runs towards you, Harryhausen.
Mm-hmm. He will bang on his metal self like a big gong. Bong, bong, bong. Alarm! Alarm! Bong, bong, bong.
What do you do when he gets to you?
He'll eat him.
You just grab him and try to eat him? Okay. Excellent. Yeah, it's no problem. He's a small child. He's obviously quite debilitated. He's melting.
I will put you out of your suffering, small one. And he shoves him in.
You scoop him up and put him in. Roll a d10 for me, please.
Whiston turns to the at least two other armored gentlemen next to him, and sort of laconically says, "I'm not a military man, but I gather there's such a thing as intelligence about what you're about to get into."
Rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. Your eyes begin to bleed. You go blind, and it's painful and quite distracting, and this will continue for the next 5 minutes.
Gotta stop eating random shit.
Ah, the great god Gollum speaks to me. My eyes bleed. He beats on his chest. Bong, bong, bong.
And the dog-like creature stops in its tracks, maybe about, say, 50 feet away from you, just out of movement and attack range. Charge range kind of thing almost, but I guess. But and then it turns and it lopes back towards the fog at a high rate of speed.
Oh, guys, I'm not so motivated anymore. I don't want to walk into that shit. What's going on?
And it disappears into the fog.
Harryhausen will
Seems
continue
like
beating on his chest, making his bonging noise and calling out to the great god Gollum.
this seems like something we should be concerned about. As I'm whispering to the donkey,
Says the pale one. Yes. Um, yeah, the donkey he just kind of nervously nudges up against you.
Don't you know some magic, pale one?
not to prevent us from melting, but perhaps I could get someone close if you want to try to be unseen.
I'm gonna go up to the fog and I'm gonna put the shit in it a little bit. Just kind of put him head first into the fog.
Okay. Yeah. As you walk towards this miasma, the air of it irritates your sinuses and throat almost immediately. It's got kind of a bad meat almost taste to it. Not like you actually eat it, but you could just taste it from being in it. Yeah, it's got kind of a taste like bad meat and copper. And as you thrust your chicken into it, and pull him out, you see he's got a little bit of an oily sheen to him.
Oh man, I'm assuming these guys saw it. If not, I go back and report what the hell I tasted.
It also limits your visibility to half, um, you know, from the thickness of it. It's also quite warm, um, as well, by the way. Like I said, that's why all of a
Maybe
sudden
if
melted
we
as you got closer, I guess.
perhaps if we circle around, there's a way into this mess.
When you were
It
coming,
can't be
when you're coming
foggy
towards
on all sides.
it did look to you like it seemed to cover the entire village.
Hmm. Well, the chicken seems brave.
Yeah.
So it's just dripping with this like pink, like misty mess.
It's not like soaking wet. It's just a little bit oily. You know what I mean? It leaves a little bit of a
Okay.
residue on it from being in it. You know.
It's
And you said our
thick.
visibility was
You ever
halved.
walk through it? You ever walk through a thick fog and you get kind of a little bit more damp, from it. It's like that.
Hmm.
Ah.
Well,
Well,
how's the chicken looking? Is it still of good health?
Yeah, yeah. Chicken looks fine. And you saw that creature run off back into there as well, whatever it was.
I guess
Perhaps it's not immediately fatal. It doesn't seem pleasant.
5,000 silver seems pleasant. Let's go.
Eat. Bong, bong, bong.
Okay. So
Ah,
yeah,
ah,
as you
ah,
all kind
ah.
of walk into it, like I said, it does kind of irritate your sinuses and your throats. It's got that bad meat and coppery taste to it. Um, it definitely leaves like kind of a little bit of a slimy feeling on everything.
We should all stay close so we don't lose each
Limits your
other.
visibility about half normal because of the thickness of it. It is warm and it is it gives off a slight glow, which similar to like a weak candlelight. So even if you think even at night, because you could see it glowing when you were camped out the previous night, you would assume you'd be able to see without even the use of a torch or something. And as you walk into it and start to approach the village of Mudwich from the south, Mudwich, the first thing you see will be the building labeled at the bottom there, letter H. You see a house, a two-story house that has started to collapse. One corner has fallen in, bringing the roof down. Debris lies everywhere and has blocked the stairs to the cellar. You can see through the collapsed wall. There is a strange piece of curved blue-green hard material jutting out from the rubble. It doesn't look like any kind of metal you've ever seen before. And definitely not in that size.
Is there an entryway to the house, like, or is it just so?
I'm gonna say it took out the door as well. You know, yeah, the door is part of the section that's collapsed. So it's just a big
Well,
open gaping, you know,
I'm
area
gonna,
there.
I'm gonna put shit under my armpit, hold them close, and I'm gonna walk very close to that metal, and I'm gonna be brave enough just to go ahead and frickin' touch it and do whatever, just investigate it.
It feels really, it feels really cold here, even with the warm miasma that you're surrounded by. Um, yeah, it's not like any kind of material you've ever really felt before. You think it's metal, but maybe not. It's, you know, gives you the vibe of like, well, you would think maybe it's some kind of a cultural or old thing that you'd never seen before, or something maybe from another part of the dying world. But no, it's not that at all. This feels like something alien.
What was its shape again? Could you describe the shape of the thing?
I believe I did. Yeah, what did it say? It's kind of a curved blue-green hard material. Um, yeah, it's kind of saucer shaped,
Now, I haven't
but like,
spent
but
very
not like
many
not just
days
yeah.
on this world, but
It's like if
this
you put
is
one saucer
strange.
upside down on top of another saucer. It's kind of shaped like that.
Speak, underwear. You were gonna say something.
So, as I have only spent a few days in this planet, in this body, not sure where I come from originally. This is extremely strange yet familiar.
Harryhausen have his eyes back.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Your sight has returned just recently, Harryhausen.
It will continue to belch out that foul-tasting child.
Yeah, it left that rotting meat and copper taste. It left that in your mouth.
Delicious.
Hmm.
I want to try to attempt to pick this thing up if it's light or small enough to do so.
It's too big to do so. Sorry, it's quite large. It's bigger than a carriage.
Now, are there any breaks in the surface of it? Is it all like contained in one solid piece?
You're gonna start going deeper into the house and start kind of climbing around in the rubble.
I'm curious.
I'm good with that.
Okay, so that's Felix and Unaware both going in. No problem. Yeah, you do find there's an opening at the top of it. Um, there looks to be some kind of um, well, you think it's like a glass bubble, right? But it's open. Um, but when you actually touch it and you get closer, it doesn't feel like glass. It feels the same as like the material, um, the metal, that the blue is made out of. And inside, you can see there's, well, your characters have no idea what a cockpit looks like, but yeah, it's an alien spaceship with one seat inside, and a bunch of controls that make absolutely no sense to you. You could
The
probably
strangest
you
carriage
could
I've
probably
ever seen.
judge by the fact, just by looking at it anyway, that there's only one seat, so it's a single person. You know, a single person could sit inside here, although you don't know why they would want to.
Seems to be a vessel for an individual. Perhaps they're not far from here.
Gonna dig around in the
Now,
rubble.
are there signs of like any like blood or like an injury, like exiting? Any signs of like a creature like
Like
leaving
a wounded
this
creature, leaving a blood trail or something.
yeah.
Yes, and it crawls kind of into that pile of rubble over there at the near the front of the, well, the not the front of the craft is actually buried into the ground and whatever, but near that area, yeah, you can see.
Let's
I'll
dig.
point to the rubble
So you
and
start
alert
moving debris
everyone
and
that
rubble out of the way. Sorry, you go ahead. Unaware. I
I was just gonna say, yeah, I was just alert everyone to this discovery that whatever was in here, I think, is now over there, pointing to the rubble.
So you all go over there and you start digging away, and you dig out the entrance to the cellar. And down in the cellar, it's a small, like a personal cellar for a personal home, you know. You find a strange suit. It looks like a suit of armor, some kind of strange plate mail or something, but it's unusual in that it's human sized. Who's human here? The Iron Golem is not the pale one. It isn't. But Felix,
I'm a
Whiston, and
human,
Brent are.
but I'm pretty large.
Uh, yeah. Well, you could probably squeeze into it. A human could wear it. Harryhausen wouldn't be able to wear it. Unaware, you're small, gray-like, right? Or are you human-sized?
Yeah, I'm like a
You might
probably like
you
a
might be able to get into it.
prepubescent teen.
You might be able to get into it. It wouldn't fit you as well, like it wouldn't fit Felix very well either. It would definitely fit like Whiston or Brent better. But
Well, we
I
have
don't think
some
Brent would
free
wear it
armor
anyway.
here.
I don't think Brent would wear it anyway because he's got his own armor.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Maybe this is the
do you
key
want to
to
look at
that
it closer?
carriage.
It also seems to be made of the same material as that vehicle, except the joints seem to be more pliable. It has movement at the joints.
And it's empty. There's no body inside of it.
Um, oh, you want to go and peer inside the helmet? You
Yeah.
just see, let me double check this. Where is it here? Yeah, you just see like bright rays of rainbow colored light inside.
That's not natural.
Give me an intelligence roll. Not intelligence, would it be a presence test? Give me a presence test.
All right. 14.
Okay. You being alien yourself, you are able to kind of figure out a little bit of alien technology, maybe better than somebody native to the dying world would.
Buried
And you
memories.
realize you can see the button here. You press this button to open the suit. You can see inside it, you see a power switch to turn it on. It's currently off. Yeah, the helmet, you can see how to take the helmet on or off. You're not
I
sure
want
how
to.
to, you're
This
not
is
sure how to use 4 arms because obviously it's got 4 armholes. It's made for somebody with 4 arms to wear, but yeah, somebody could wear it with 2 arms anyway, just not use 2 of the arms probably. But yeah, that floating rainbow-like colored light inside, just kind of floating around inside of it, still there.
not sure if I'm invited or intimidated by this thing.
Oh, you also
Anyone
identify.
care
You
to
also
try it on?
identify. There's a power cell in the back of it. You reckon that's probably the power supply for the suit. It's located in a pack at the small of the back. You probably don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, a little intimidated by this
So what do you guys do?
unorthodox armor.
I'd like to approach the armor and I'd
Okay.
like to snatch. If it's light enough, I don't know, if it's heavy or what it is. If it's light enough and it makes sense, I'd like to snatch it up and just grab it.
Yeah, surprisingly, it's light as like a suit of leather armor, but yeah, it's definitely hard as plate. You snatch
And
it up, and
underwear.
you can still see that rainbow colored, like almost like cloud of light floating around inside of it.
We're gonna quit fumbling around with this thing.
Give
I'm
me an
gonna put my.
intelligence roll.
Oh boy. What kind of roll? Sorry.
Sorry, presence. Fuck.
All right. 16.
16. Oh, yeah, you can see the button right there to open it. There's a power switch inside.
I'm very confused by this. I want to press the button,
Okay, you press the button to open it.
and there's that rainbow thing in there.
There was. As you open it, the light escapes the suit and bathes the entire locale in a flash of rainbow colors. The entire area, even just around this opening of this building, is flashed with this rainbow color. Everybody needs to make agility tests, please.
Okay.
19 for me.
A straight up 13 for Harryhausen.
Okay. Anybody roll less than 12?
Yes, 10.
Anybody else?
I rolled less than 12, but I think I'm going to spend my first omen of the game and
Lower the difficulty by
re-roll.
4.
I don't think
Oh,
that's
no.
going to help. I
Okay.
rolled a 4.
Roll.
So,
Go ahead, re-roll then. Spend your omen and re-roll.
all right. Nat 20 on the second roll.
Okay, cool. You're good. Anybody else fail?
Yeah, I got a 10.
Okay, so Brent and Whiston. You're both blinded by the unexpected flash of light because you didn't realize he was going to open it. You'll be blind for the next 8 minutes. Yeah, you get the suit open, Felix, and you manage to not blind. You shield your eyes when the flash goes, and then the flash fades away, and is gone completely. There's no remnant of it. Now
I
you're
just look
just
confused.
in this dark ass cellar, but it's only lit by the pink miasma, which is seeping in down the cellar opening, which you just opened up. Like I said, it's like
Ah,
candlelight.
this is nothing. Throw it down.
You can put it on. Oh, you don't want to put it on? You throw it down. Okay.
We have torches.
I don't know. Do you want to roll your equipment? You never did roll those, yeah? Let's
I've
find
got a
out.
torch.
Okay. Yeah, you made your character up on a thing, right? Oh no, you did here. Sorry. Does anybody else need to roll up equipment? Give me a D6 and 2 D12s, John.
4, 8, and a 9.
You have a sack, you have a metal file and lockpicks, and you have a shield. You can use a shield too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's -1 hit point damage. It automatically absorbs 1 hit point of damage whenever you're attacked. Or you can break it to ignore all one attack completely. So sunder the shield to avoid the damage. Okay.
Okay. Does anybody else have torches?
Does anybody else need to roll their equipment? I forgot about this when we we're making characters. I never said anything about it.
Yeah, I need to roll for equipment.
Roll D6 and 2 D12s.
D6 is a 6.
Okay. You says you can have a donkey. Who bought the donkey?
Donkey.
Or you can choose any one of the
I've
above.
got the
You can have
donkey.
you can have a small wagon or a sack or a backpack.
I'll take a backpack.
Okay, you got a backpack and your 2 D12s.
11.
That's a bottle of red poison. It has, I'll tell you now, 4 doses in it. That's toughness test or D10 damage. And what was the other one?
11 again.
11 again, lard. It functions as 5 meals in a pinch.
Okay.
Anybody else?
And if I have my equipment, but if no one's especially interested in this suit, I'm just gonna carry it over to my mule and cart and just toss it in the cart. Be like,
Yeah.
we might just hold on to this relic,
It's
as strange as
treasure,
it may
right?
be.
Might be treasure.
Somebody might pay for this oddity.
Indeed. Does anybody else need to roll equipment? No? Sorry, we forgot to do that when we made characters at the beginning. Everybody's
If
good?
anything that passes for torches before it gets too dark.
No. But like
I've
I
got
told you,
lard. Large flammable. We can put it on piece of the rubble like a stick and attempt that.
for a little bit. Like I said, the miasma itself produces a light like candlelight.
Fair enough.
Are
Just
there
so you
any
know.
like candles or lanterns like
Here in
in
this
this
house,
house at the rubble? Yeah, that perhaps we could salvage.
roll a d20, please. What's your worst ability score?
Toughness,
What is it?
-1.
Okay, roll a d20 minus 1.
I rolled a -1, 18.
Oh, then yes. Yep. You find 3 torches, 1 lantern, and like enough oil for 2 hours.
All right, I'll hand out the torches.
Torches burn for an hour each.
I'll hand out the torches and I'll store the lantern in the cart with the
Also,
suit.
notice while searching around. Oh no, hold on a second. I'll give you something else too. Fuck it. Yeah, you will find 5 silver pieces. And that's it. That's enough. Cool. Yep, perfect. Sorry, I was thinking there might be a corpse.
Who
but
wants
there's
a
not.
torch?
Harryhausen will take a torch and stick it down his throat until it catches fire, then hand it back to him.
That's awesome.
Confused, I'll accept it back and light the just keep that one lit, and if nobody wants the other torches, I'll just toss them in
carry
the
'em.
cart. And
Yeah, sure.
they're up for grabs if anybody wants them.
There you go. Now, at this point, and by the time everybody gets their vision back, and you've loaded what you want to take out of this house into your cart, I will need everybody to make a toughness test, please.
Rolled a natural 20 and he's got +2.
He's fine.
I got a 6.
Okay, he's not fine.
17 -1, 16.
He's fine.
10.
A 10 is not fine.
Do I have to roll for the donkey?
No, we'll get there. Whiston,
Okay.
14.
a 14.
Mm-hmm.
He's fine. So the only ones that aren't fine are Felix and Brent. Brent, roll a d10.
8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a presence roll.
7.
You can't stay awake, and you fall into a deep sleep.
Nice.
Felix,
Somebody
roll a d10
didn't
for
sleep
me,
well
please.
last night.
He just collapses here. He just collapses here, in the rubble of this house. Felix, give me a d10, please.
9.
9. 2,
Which character
4,
fell
5,
asleep?
6.
Mine.
Roll d12 for me, please. George.
4.
a 4. As Brent's character collapses kind of just to the ground and falls asleep, you think, Felix, he's just died. And you see a wraith rise up out of his body, just tears through his flesh and armor, the like skeletal like flesh and just the kind of like ropey, body underneath, and it's preparing to attack you. What do you do?
I freak out first and what the hell's going on here? And I'm gonna just, if he's prepared to attack me, I'm gonna attack him first. And I'm gonna yell at the guys, a wraith.
Okay. Roll initiative for me there, George.
Okay. 6.
6. You can go first.
Okay. I have a crossbow.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
gonna.
Do you fire at it?
Yep.
Okay. Roll it for me, please.
15. I don't think it's modified by anything, so I don't have any modifiers there for that.
Okay. Yep, that's a hit.
Okay. And then D8 damage.
Your damage, please. Yes.
6.
6. What's his hit points? Okay, cool. Yep. So you shoot, and the bolt like goes right into it, but it's still coming towards you. You guys don't see shit. You just see him freaking out. He fires his crossbow, and it hits into the wall here in the cellar. You don't know what he's freaking out about. The wraith is going to attack you, so give me a defense roll, please.
Okay. 16.
Okay, cool. So you manage to dodge its attack as it comes towards you, and you spin around a little bit to the side.
I'm a bar brawler, you wraith. Can I attack it again?
Yeah, you certainly can. Well, it'll be an initiative. Is anybody else doing anything? Are you getting away from him? Are you going to try to subdue him? He's now spinning around and loading his crossbow, getting ready to fire again.
Harryhausen will grab both of the sleeping men and drag them upstairs.
Well, he's not asleep, but
Oh.
You're going to try to grab him?
One that fell down that appeared to be asleep?
Yeah. The other one's freaking out and attacking with his crossbow.
Yes, he'll try to pick up the one that's asleep.
Okay, you can easily do so. You reach down, scoop him up.
And he'll take him upstairs.
I'll just try to talk him down, say, what is it you're seeing that we're not? I think you might have had some bad food.
And as he says this, he's standing like, the wraith is right between you and him. Roll initiative, George. D6.
I rolled a 1.
A 1. The wraith attacks you. Roll defense.
10.
Oh, it says here wraiths always win initiative. Fuck, my bad. Okay, anyway. A 10. Cool. He hits you. Your strength, presence, and agility each go down by 1 point. So whatever they are now, if they're like +2, they go to a +1. If they're a -1, they go to -2, etc.
An 8 is a -1, right?
An 8 is a -1. Yes, it is. Sorry, I had to think about it. Yes, it is.
That's okay. And I think a 10 is still a 0 modifier, right? Still right there at that.
Yes, correct. 10 is still 0.
Okay.
9 to 12 is 0. So yes.
Okay.
So you don't take any damage. You just lose a point of strength, presence, and agility.
Lose a point from the original number or from your bonus?
No, you don't. You don't record the original numbers. They're only for rolling up your stats.
That's why I thought. That's why I was asking.
Your bonuses go down by 1 each.
Oh, okay. So then in fact, I am down negative. Okay, got it. I'm good.
Okay. All right, cool.
Harryhausen will holler back. The chicken is mine.
It's your turn. What would you like
My
to do?
turn?
Yeah. Your companions don't seem to be taking you very seriously at all.
I'm gonna look at both of them and say, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm gonna hold on to the shit because I heard Harryhausen's comment, and I'm a
Oh,
little bit
you're
more
not
worried
holding
about
on to
that.
shit right now. You're firing and loading a crossbow.
Ah,
This is
damn
two-handed
it.
weapon.
Damn it.
Shit is running around here in the cellar.
Is it going
Just
batshit crazy?
trying not to get under anybody's feet.
Well, I'm gonna yell at these guys, and I'm gonna shoot a damn. I mean, I'm getting attacked by a wraith. I'm
Roll to
shooting a
hit.
damn crossbow. All right. 13.
13. Okay.
That hit him, right?
Let me see something here real quick. Who was it that was trying to talk him down? That was Kevin, right? I was unaware.
The
Sorry.
underwears. Yeah, underwears.
Unaware denies the face. Would you please roll a defense roll?
I don't think he heard you because he beeped out for a second there.
Sorry, yeah, I dropped out. I had to come back in.
Roll a defense roll.
All right. This is strength
Mhm.
or
No,
agility.
Agility for defense.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. You just managed to dodge as this crossbow bolt that he fires goes flying right past your head.
Like, whoa, and I back away, and I'm just gonna try to get to a little bit of safety while this
You missed
hallucination
the
runs its
wraith, by the way.
course.
Let's see how many rounds we got to go here. Okay, next round.
Did I not hit him or no?
No, you
Okay,
missed
I
him.
got
You missed him that time. Give me
Okay.
initiative, George.
Okay.
Are you taking the sleeping knight upstairs and out of the cellar? Harryhausen?
I think Harryhausen did.
Yeah, I assume he's taking him out. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. You get to go first.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. I forgot. Wraiths always go first.
Ah, that's
I
right.
keep forgetting it. Roll your defense. Oh, we'll call that your defense roll. 16, you said? Or no, it was a 6. Yeah, roll d20. Roll a defense roll.
Okay. And I modify it by my agility, right?
If
'Cause
you
it went
want, we
down
can
a point.
consider the 6 your defense roll. I'm cool with that.
No, I'm not cool with that. Let's go. Well, guess what? I got an 8, so I guess it doesn't freaking matter.
Okay, your presence and what was it? Presence, agility, and strength. Also,
Yes.
go down by another point each.
Oh shit! I'm like, I feel weak, man. I feel like I've never felt this weak before in my life.
Yep, no damage at the moment, but that's it.
All right. Now I'm just gonna call to these guys. Don't you see it?
It's your turn. Oh no, yeah, it's your turn to attack because he went first.
16.
A 16.
Yes, sir.
Yep, you hit. Give me your damage.
4.
4. Oh, and also, sorry, I need another defense roll from unaware.
I got another 17.
Okay, yep, you hit him again, and he misses you. You kind of maneuver yourself out of the way so you're not standing where he's aiming now.
Yeah, I get the point here. He's wildly firing throughout the room.
Next round, initiative again, George, please. Oh no, never mind. Sorry, Wraith goes first. Roll defense, George.
Okay, defense. 16.
Okay, and roll your attack.
Okay. 19.
19. Yep, damage, please.
3.
3. You hit the Wraith, and it just disappears.
I'm just gonna stand there wide-eyed and just see what happens next.
Now, unaware is gonna go back to the ship and remembering that it's cold
You're right next to it anyway.
nature.
You're real close to it.
Yeah, just move right next to it, and I want to put the torch to the outside of it and see if it like absorbs the heat, if it like takes on any of the heat, or if it just stays cold, just to see how it reacts to
Cool.
the flame of the torch on it.
So you go up and hold the torch up to it and see what happens. It doesn't heat. It seems to be completely flame retardant. Doesn't burn. It doesn't smoke. It does, however, have a little bit of an oily sheen on it from this miasma, like everything else. It even feels almost spongy, but not quite. If you
Interesting.
check the debris, which you've been messing around with anyway, you'll notice that everything has all solid objects. You have a slimy and spongy kind of feel to it. The wood is starting to rot. Bricks and stones feel like they're almost losing cohesion. some of the debris, some of the bricks, you'd pick it up and break into pieces, you know. But yeah, the hallucination ends, Felix. You can have one of those points back for each of those stats. You lost 2 each, right? You can have
Yeah.
1 back. Half remains.
Okay, I'm gonna take the oily miasma that's on my face and hands and slick my 8 strands of hair back on my head and just say, ah. And I'm just gonna go invest. I'm gonna just look around and see who's left in the room with me.
Hmm. Who is left in the room?
Yeah, I'm
Anybody?
just there trying to burn the ship.
Whiston peers out from behind the pile of rubble that he was sheltering behind this entire time
Yes.
and just sort of peeks out.
And I want to look for shit. Is shit in there? Or did that damn golem take them?
No, shit is still here.
I want to shit right away. I need to pick them up.
Pick him up. Sling
I
your
will
crossbow
hold the
back over.
chicken.
Yep, you
I'm
get your
not gonna
chicken
play
back.
tug of war with shit. I'm grabbing them for myself.
As you kind of look, you know, outside the this destroyed house, you can just kind of see through the fog. Um, Further to the north, you can see the Dog and Bastard, which is the famous pub for this. It's the probably the most known thing in Mudwitch. It's one thing it's known for is the Dog and Bastard pub. You can see it there on the left side of the road, and then you can just see a bridge crossing the the stream or whatever it is there across it. Yeah, it's a stream. It's not a river. It's a stream.
Well, it's not a good time for a drink, but perhaps there's some people dwelling inside the tavern. Maybe we can ask them some questions.
Give me
Yeah, I
a
bet Varel and Yarg are there.
give me a D6 roll, please, if you would, Kevin.
5.
You see a dog limping down the street comes out from around behind the pub and starts kind of limping in your direction. As it gets closer and closer, you realize it is a dog. It's not one of those weird things you saw before. It's an actual dog, but it looks like it's partially melted as well, and it's whimpering. And
Oh, I look around and see if Harry is around and mildly concerned for this injured dog's safety.
it gets about halfway between the Dog and Bastard and this collapsing house, and then it just kind of falls over on the side of the road and just breathes and whimpers kind of weakly. All right, let's take a bio break
All right.
since you're all stunned into silence.
I used the room in the Dog and Bastard. I'm gonna go in there and use the restroom.
Well,
This is some weird shit.
yeah,
We're getting some very Guyver vibes off of that suit of armor.
yeah,
Yeah, the Guyver. Have you heard of it?
interesting. No,
The anime? Or no, that was. Yeah, was that an anime?
It was a film, 1991 sci-fi horror film.
you know
Ah,
what? I think I might have actually seen that.
It was based on some Japanese manga by the same name.
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, this adventure
Which
was not written with Mörk Borg in mind. In fact, I believe it was written maybe before Mörk Borg was published, or maybe around the same time. But this was written for just a system agnostic kind of adventure writing, like challenge, I guess if you want to call it that. Oh, what's the name of the publishing company? Shoot, it'll come back to me in a little bit. But yeah. Oh, what is it called? I think it's a Portuguese group anyway, if I recall correctly. This particular publisher.
I'll be back in a minute.
Ian, you said earlier you showed some pictures of the dogs. I didn't see them. Is there a different screen or something, or just not pop up?
Am I not showing you guys my XSplit display? Hmm?
We haven't seen anything the whole time you've been doing it.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I just see your
I
icon on
sent
a
you a
green
couple
screen.
messages.
You should have told me earlier. Oh well. Well, it's all on the recording anyway. So I'm just
Yeah,
recording
I
screen
thought
by
the same
screen.
thing, that I was just on the wrong page, but I didn't want to like venture out of the chat.
That's a real shame. You should have told me. Yeah. Fuck.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, that might change your feelings about things when you see these alien dog things. But okay. It's by Games Omnivorous. That's the publishers. Thanks. God, I couldn't remember to save my life. It's written by Kelvin Green anyway. It's one of my favorite adventure writers.
Is that like with a green with an E on the end, or just like the color green?
Just like the color green, Kelvin Green.
Okay. Check him out.
He wrote some cool stuff for Lamentations. He wrote Forgive Us and Fish Fuckers and More Than Meets the Eye, Midwinter.
You ran fish fuckers, didn't you? I think I saw that on your.
I've run
Yep.
that and this a couple of times. Yeah. And Forgive Us I've run a couple of times as well. I have not run the other one
Nice.
yet. The other two yet. I haven't run Midwinter or More Than Meets the Eye.
And are they all like similar, just like system agnostic?
No. No, all the other ones in
Oh,
here
they're
are all published by Lamentations for the Lamentation system, but that would easily
uh,
be converted to Mörk Borg.
cool.
You know. With the simplicity of the system, it's pretty easy to convert almost anything to, really. You just have to maybe figure out how many hit points you want things to have, if you want to reduce them or not, because some things are going to have a lot of hit points compared to compared to Merc board characters. Because his weapons seem to do less damage in Merc board. Like short sword does D4, sword does D6, whereas in D&D it's D6 and D8.
Right. Yeah, and then you got all your proficiency bonuses and whatnot.
Yeah. That's fine. We can just say you guys didn't get a very good look at the alien dog-like thing. You just noticed what I described. You didn't see a face or a mouth or anything on it. Just like maybe a single hole. A round helmet-like head.
A single hole, huh?
Yep. 4 legs bounded around like some kind of hound or something, or some kind of largest dog, I suppose. Medium to largest size dog. Looked like it had some kind of rubbery skin. You didn't see any fur. Pinky, fleshy color skin.
We'll just
All
have
right.
Harry. How's the thing?
Yeah, give it to Harry. He'll eat anything.
Is everybody back?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Excellent. Let me turn on the display so you guys can see this fucking lovely map and everything I have up here for you. Jeez, I showed you the melting boy as well. Oops. Look at this. There you go. Can you see it now?
Woo!
Sorry,
Hey.
lads. You should have told me I didn't turn the display on Discord. I didn't realize. Oops.
I sent you messages to tell you I didn't want to interrupt your flow.
There was the melting boy.
Oh,
Oh,
That's what
fun.
you ate. Damn.
That's what you ate.
Ugh.
sacrifice
you-
to the great God.
And I'll
No
give
wonder
you
it didn't
I'll give
agree
you
with you.
a quick flash of the dog thing since you saw it briefly.
Oh, chicks.
That's wrong.
All right.
Okay.
Not so sure that's a dog.
The dog, however, that's lying dead in the street here by the dog and bastard is not one of those. It's a regular melting dog. Melting much like the boy you saw earlier.
I think unaware, feeling pity for this animal is just gonna walk up with its sickle and try to dispatch it quickly.
Yeah, no problem. You can. It's just whimpering. It's wheezing its last breaths. You dispatch it.
I'll throw it in the cart as an offering to Harry if he gets hungry
The
again.
pub. The door is broken open on the pub
Huh.
and hanging
Oh,
half off of its hinges.
I could sure use an ale.
You go inside. Go in. It's a nice pub. Do I have a map for Dog and Bastard? I don't think I do. Okay, no, I don't. But it's a nice pub. Nice two-story pub. Right. Let me double check here. Look at it. Sorry, it's a three-story pub. And it has a cellar as well. Half of the building is 2 stories, as you can see on the map, and the back half, where the rooms and stuff are, is 3 stories. But as you go in, you can see everything has been taken. All the booze, anything of any kind of value looks to be gone. You just see like fucking chairs, like stools knocked over, maybe a couple broken bits of glass here and there.
This scene hits home for me and just swelling up a lot of anger inside of me looking at this.
Mm. And give me a presence roll while you're inside.
One from everybody.
Anybody who's inside the tavern, inside the Dog and
11.
Bastard.
Is there room enough for Harryhausen to go in?
Sure, I imagine he's roughly man-sized, big, but he's not fucking
He's
giant.
7 foot tall.
Yeah, there's room for him to go in.
I rolled a 9 minus 1 for presence is an 8.
Okay. Anybody do better?
11.
Anybody do better?
No worse.
Okay.
I
Fair
did
enough.
better.
You did better? Oh, but
Yeah.
you're asleep.
Am I still asleep?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
And I did not do better.
I think Harryhausen, are you carrying him?
It was if he's still asleep, yes.
Yep. Okay, you got him like slung over your shoulder.
We're dragging him, one of the two.
Well, dragging him is gonna hurt, especially with all the broken glass in here.
All right, he'll carry him
Okay.
now.
I mean, it just depends on how much of a prick you want to be.
You can put him on underwear's ass.
Okay, yeah. Like this
or
place looks
in
like
the
it's been
cart,
looks
just
like it's been
throw 'em
emptied
in the
out as
cart.
far as you can tell. There's nothing here in the bar.
Harry, Brit looks heavy if you care to throw him in the cart.
Do you want to explore further, or do you want to move on out of here?
Put him in the cart.
I'd like to look around a bit, just slowly, just check everything out behind the bar and see what else is around.
Okay, you see the cellar door. It's closed.
Must be a store of ale down there. I'd like to open it.
You open it, and as you open it, you think you hear a sound. You hear like a shh.
Get up here and serve me an ale.
Please don't hurt us.
Hey, boys, I'm going to yell out to the guys that I found
It's a
someone.
woman's voice.
Well, I'm going to yell at my boys, my crew.
Yeah, just telling you it was a female's voice for detail purposes. Sorry. Okay. Please don't hurt us. And lower your voice. You'll draw them here.
Ask her what happened here.
I don't know. It's those damn rich kids from the keep. I don't know what they did, but they're still around. I see them from time to time walking around. When they find people and they take them, live or dead, they don't care. My boy, did you see my boy? He ran away. Peter, his name is Peter.
Harry, did you see him?
He's only 6 years old. And you can
What does he
see
look
she's
like?
got it. You can see she looks quite sick as well. She's not quite melted yet, but she's looking pretty spongy. Her daughter, who is cowering kind of under her arm, uh, looks quite bad. Looks very much like the boy you saw before.
No, I did not see him.
There's someone else here. I don't know if he's with them or not. He's wearing some strange suit of armor with a strange helmet I've never seen before. It covers his entire head.
What was he doing?
I'll show her the suit we picked up, and I'll be like, "It like this one?"
I don't really know what he's doing. He just skulks around. I haven't seen him taking anybody though. I'm sorry. What did you say, Kevin? I missed that. I talked over you.
I just no, sorry. I just wanted to pull out the suit that we scavenged earlier and show it to her and ask if it's
You
similar.
go grab it out of the cart.
Yeah.
No, nothing like that. He only has 2 arms.
Hmm. Well, I have a terrible idea. If they're looking for a body, perhaps we can use Brint as bait to lure them out.
I can tell you where they're based.
Oh yes, that might be easier.
If you go across the bridge, past the tree and the church, um, after the church, it'll be and she says 1, 2, 3, like the fourth house on the left, the fourth house on the left. There's two there, 2 houses together that they stay in.
All right.
You
Got
all
any
look
ale?
you all look like you can hopefully handle yourselves. I don't want to go out there. It's too dangerous. There's no ale. They took everything. We came down here after they raided this place, and they haven't been back. Thank the well, what would she thank? Thank the two-headed basilisk.
Yeah. Well, guys, that's what we came here for. All right. I'm heading out of this pub.
Anyone else?
Yeah, Harryhausen's outside with the cart. He put the body in the cart and he's waiting out there.
Gotcha. Okay. So Felix,
These
Harryhausen.
melting people.
We'll say now that Brent finally kind of starts to come to outside and wakes up in the wagon outside the dog and bastard.
What happened?
You became a wraith and attacked me. I don't know what the hell happened there.
I don't remember that.
As you cross the bridge, and you can kind of see the church up ahead on the right, past this large tree. It's like a big diamond or square here, where they would have like their markets and stuff usually. There's nothing going on currently, of course. Um, the church, you can see. Let me give you a little bit of description on that. Where's the church? Here's the church. As you're kind of walking up by the church, you can see that the graves in the graveyard behind it lie open. Smashed remains of coffins are scattered across the graveyard. The church itself has had its windows smashed, and it looks like there's the signs of fire damage, where fire has leaked outside the windows themselves. And you
All
see a
right.
strange thing across from the church. You get a disturbing sight, all of you, just before you, if you are contemplating going into the church or not. But before that happens, you notice this bizarre object. Where's the thing I'm looking for? It's called feeding. There we go. Let's put it over here. You see this two men wrapped in like bandages and rags. They look kind of like a cross between like Bedouins and mummies, or maybe a little Michelin Man-esque, like the old school Michelin Man. One of them is currently piling, looks like a corpse, into this object that's puffing out this purplish pink smoke. It seems to be where this miasma is coming from. And there's the other guy is dragging a body towards it, as you see in the image depicted. They seem to be feeding these bodies to this thing. They have not noticed you at the moment. The device itself, whatever it is they're feeding these people into, it has a. Oh, actually, I have another image of it as well. It has a
Now,
certain almost fleshiness, leatheriness to it. It's to it itself. As you look at it, and there seems to be some kind of strange opening in it that they're piling these
Oh,
people
yeah.
into.
That opening looks familiar to me.
And it's got some strange ropey appendages that come off of it, as you can see as well. You can also see that the flesh of it seems to have protrusions of bone and maybe even teeth coming out of it. Maybe as some kind of like armor or something.
Disgusting.
now, Harry, is that like a larger version of what you have inside of you?
Oh, this is disgusting. We would never defile the vision of the great Gollum this way.
I have a feeling, guys, we've been walking through an alien's fart.
Or queef from the looks of it?
After the
Oh.
men have stuffed the two bodies into the device, they walk off into the miasma out of sight to the northwest, presumably to the headquarters that the woman in the basement told you about. But you're still standing outside the church over here. And then the
You
men are
guys want to go in
gone.
the church?
I'll put this back up because you can still see it.
The church seems thoroughly desecrated, but perhaps
We need to find those two boys and get out of here.
Does everybody want to peek inside the church
Sure.
through the broken, burnt out windows? Um, yeah, the inside of the church. Went too far. Did I?
We've had some bad luck with
There
churches
it
in
is.
this
Sorry.
setting.
Yeah, the inside of the church is obviously burnt out. You can see a charred corpse hanging from a noose in the center of it. He looks to be wearing the vestments of a priest of the Temple of the Two-Headed Basilisk, of the Church of the Two-Headed Basilisk. You can also hear a sickening wet slapping sound coming in from inside. It sounds like it's coming from somewhere near the altar.
Can we get to a different window that might be closer to the altar to see what's going on there?
Sure. Maneuver yourself around to where you can try to see in the back near the altar.
Yeah, exactly.
You get around where you can get a good angle on the altar, but you still can't see the source of the sound. It must be behind it. And there are no windows right behind the altar, of course, because that's where the whatever the altar, there's the altar, and then there's all your symbology and the big wall
Yep.
and whatever.
Do we think that's the Suns? Maybe they're harvesting another body or something?
I feel like the Suns were the guys feeding that thing.
Oh.
Can I go in the church? Crossbows
Just the
roll?
entire town is infected. Who are we going to ask?
Do you want to go into the church? You said, Brent. You certainly can.
Yeah.
Yep. You go in. The door's wrecked anyway. It's not barred or barricaded. It was broken into before as well. So yeah, you push the door aside, no problem, and can walk in. And yeah, you hear that wet slapping sound coming from behind the altar. No movement otherwise. Once you enter, are you going in as well, Harryhausen, right behind him?
Is the one character still asleep, or did he wake up?
No, that's him. He's awake.
Okay, good. All right, he's going with him. It's a great hammer in hand.
Yeah, crossbow at the ready. And I'll just circle around and try and see what's on the backside of this altar.
As you walk around and finally get a glimpse of it's on the floor behind the altar. You see, here we go. 9 of these things writhing in a pile of wet, torn skin. They seem to be growing and shedding their skin.
I think I'd like to leave now.
Let's back out quickly.
Yeah, and quietly.
Okay.
Are there any tortures in this church?
Not anymore. Everything's burnt up. Everybody roll a toughness test, please.
Yes.
Oh, the worst.
I got a 13 plus 2 for toughness is a 15.
Okay, you're fine.
I got,
I got
6.
Okay, Brent
17.
failed. You're fine.
2.
Oh, okay. Unaware failed. Brent, and what about Whiston?
Is this everybody, or everybody in the church?
Toughness test. No, everybody.
Right.
This is everybody in the miasma.
Okay, 18.
You're fine. Okay, give me D10 rolls, please. Brent and Unaware. Excuse me.
2.
8.
Okay, your eyes begin to bleed, Brent, and you're blind for the next 5 minutes as your eyes
Fabulous.
painfully and distractingly bleed. And you rolled an 8, you said, Unaware?
Yes. Yeah, that's correct.
Roll a D20, please, as you begin vomiting. You bend over and begin chucking up your guts.
17.
Okay. And this is going to last for 17 minutes.
Oh, God. I don't feel so good.
Were you inside the church or are you outside the church?
I'd like to think that Unaware was just standing by the door as the 2 brave ones investigated.
Sure. All right. Now, Let me see. George,
Yes.
I want you to roll d6 for me.
Okay. 3.
3. You see a man, one of these like mummy dressed like men, like I showed you in that earlier image, walking in this direction. He's coming from the north along the road. And
Well,
unawares continues vomiting loudly, and yeah.
all right.
It's like coming out my nose.
He's going to be
Yeah,
aware. He will be aware of you soon if he's not already. So
Well, I've seen many a people in my day as an innkeeper vomiting like this. I tell them they're going to be just fine, buddy, and I'm going to go face that man with the bandages. I'm sick of this bullshit. I want to
charging
find
towards him.
Varel and Yarg already. Yes.
He has. Let me double check. What weapons do they carry? I believe it's an axe. Let me double check here. There they are. Weapons. Axes or knives, yeah, like small, like hand axe type things. You know, they're perfect for chopping up bodies and stuff. Roll initiative then, as you charge at him. Felix the gnarly.
I rolled a
Your
1.
chicken still tucked under your arm, or do you let him go when you run into attack?
Well, I'm going to hold them instead of using my
Okay.
crossbow. What I've improvised weapons as one of my
Right.
traits. So if there's like a branch or just a brick or some shit there, I'm going to grab it with my other hand.
Absolutely. You pick up like a chunk of wood. Roll for it.
There we go.
Go to hit.
Okay.
Well, oh, you rolled initiative, right? You failed. You succeeded.
I rolled a 1. So
Oh, you rolled a
I
1. So he actually goes first. So roll defense,
Yeah.
please.
12. And is that modified by toughness?
No, it's modified by agility.
So then 11.
Depending on your armor. Do you have armor?
I do. I have a tier 2.
Tier 2. Okay, so you get a +2 difficulty on it. Okay. And it just makes it harder for you. Okay. So what'd you roll?
12.
A 12. Okay, he hits you for 3 points of damage
Ouch!
with his hatchet.
That one hurt. He put a chunk in me.
And you get your attack.
All right. I want to smash his face. 19.
19.
Yes, sir.
That's going to hit damage.
All right. D6. 5 points.
He has no armor. You kill him. So he
Yeah,
hits you with
serves you right.
his hatchet, and you just brain him with this piece of wood. It's like a piece of maybe a roof frame or something, you know.
Yeah. It's like a twig in my big hands.
And he collapses to the ground dead.
Good. Serves him right, son of a bitch.
Unaware continues vomiting. Brint and Harryhausen come out of the church. Wisten, where are you?
Whiston, having just watched this murder essentially take place on the street, is kind of hoping we haven't just killed one of the 2 boys we're supposed to be rescuing.
Do you want to go up and examine his face? Like, take some of the bandages off and just look. It is not.
Sure.
You've seen Varl and Yarg, and this is neither one.
All right. Fair enough.
Also, give me a presence roll. The machine continues like churning out that pinkish miasma, and now the ropey appendages on it start kind of like waving around in the air, almost like it's probing for something.
Now,
how'd you do that presence roll, Whiston?
19.
19, nice.
Mm-hmm.
You also notice there's a crumbling house to the north where you are now. It's just at the edge of your vision due to the fog, but there seems to be a bright pinkish white light kind of like coming from inside of it. You know, imagine like if a TV is on, you see that kind of light, you know, but it's obviously much brighter than that. And you think you can detect like a high-pitched whine coming from that direction. It's just at the edge of your hearing, that really annoying, almost like dog whistle kind of thing, you know.
And this is before we reach the 2 houses of the.
This is as you're still
gentleman.
you're still over here, kind of near the church.
And that's D, correct?
You might be
Delta?
at the crumbling house just past the church. Yes, D. So that house, it would be like northwest. You're probably right out there on the street. There is where he killed the. Yeah, that's probably where he killed the axe
Let's say
Bedouin dude.
let's say we go destroy that that disgusting altar that's spewing out all this miasma.
Or that.
Might have something for that.
Harryhausen starts stomping towards that disgusting thing.
Towards the machine, we'll call it for now.
He's looking for anything that he can collect on the way that is flammable. Bits of wood, trees,
Sure, you can find bits.
wagons.
Yep. Sure, you find some bits of that. All kinds of it.
Harry, I have something for you if you're really looking to make a bang here, and I have a sealed bottle bomb that I've been carrying around in the cart, and I'll hand that to Harry.
Should I eat it? He goes to put it in his mouth.
No.
Oh,
This is not food. You want to throw this and be away from where you're throwing it. Yeah, this is gonna explode horribly.
Get it between the.
running full speed.
So you take the bomb and start running. Is anybody following Harryhausen, or is he running, charging this machine?
I'm with him too. I'm with
Okay.
him.
Felix is right behind him.
I'll go with him.
And Brent, very courageous. Whiston's leading the charge, I reckon.
No. I wonder what on earth could have given you that impression. No, Whiston is sauntering along at a respectable sort of, I don't know, explosive radius distance from the leaders.
Fair. And who have I left out here? Unaware.
Yeah, I'm
Unaware's
following.
still vomiting. Unaware's still vomiting uncontrollably.
Yeah,
It's
I'm next to
17 minutes.
Whiston, kind of doubled over, like, whoa.
Whiston's not next to you, I can tell you that.
I'm not sure if you're able to move. Let me double check here. That was here. Custom control. You can do nothing but bend over and chuck up your guts. Nope, you can't. You can't move. You can't walk.
All right, I'm just
Try, your
leaning on the
legs just
cart
kinda
by the
too weak.
donkey. Yeah.
Well, does this put if this chap is stuck by the cart vomiting and the others are moving off, are we going to lose sight of each other?
No, you're in visual
Okay,
range of
that's
it
fine.
for sure.
That's right. Good.
Yep, that's fine. That was a fair question, though. Okay, so as you run towards the thing, the ropey appendage-like things rise up. How close you can get to it, or you can run right into it? What are you gonna do?
Based on his experience of living his life as an iron golem, blackened with a heart of metal and doom, how close does he need to be to pretty much guarantee that his bottle goes into that maw?
Okay, in order to be able to make a ranged attack without a negative, you mean?
Correct. That's where he's going to go, whatever you decide.
Probably what, maybe 30 feet or less?
How long are those ropey
Say
appendages?
30 feet. About 40 feet.
Of course.
Heart blackened as metal as it is. He'll start singing a great Gollum metal song as he does. Rah, 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 bong, bong. He'll be beating on himself as he
So
goes.
as you're charging towards it, it actually spits from its flesh. You know, I was telling you about how it's all kind of got like bits of bone and teeth and stuff protruding from it. It spits a spray of teeth in your direction. Roll defense, please.
D20?
Yeah, what's your armor? Your armor is as heavy or something, or what?
His armor is as heavy.
What's your defense rating? Anything? Like, say anything about that?
Did not say anything about defense rating.
You defend as heavy armor, yeah?
I defend as heavy armor, but I have damage reduction.
Got it. Okay, no problem.
Metal
So what's your defense roll? From the teeth flying
13.
at you. A 13?
Yeah, plus toughness to this?
Say again?
Toughness get added to this?
No, agility.
Agility is 0.
Okay, you're hit. But you get
I
damage
use an
reduction.
omen to reduce the DR.
Yes, let me look at my omen. Hold on. My omen's pulled up. Omens. Re-roll the dice, lower your damage, neutralize crit fumble, lower one's test
I'm
by
sorry.
-4. And lower one's test by DR -4?
Yeah, you can. Yep. So then you succeed. So you dodge the teeth. You get to the range of it. Roll initiative.
Initiative. I am at, that's presence, correct?
No. Just roll a d6.
Okay, just straight
Just roll a
roll. I got
d6.
a 14.
No, a
Oh, D6, I'm sorry.
d6.
I'm sorry. A 2.
14. A 2. Okay, he goes first.
Okay.
So he's gonna swing out, attack you with his ropey appendages. Roll defense, please.
Defense, here we go. A 13.
A 13. He wraps his appendages around you. You can make your attack though. He grabs hold of you. They wrap around your waist. Maybe one wraps around one of your arms,
Can I
one around
use
your
another
legs.
omen and avoid the wrapping?
Yes, you can spend another omen to change the difficulty. Yes, you can spend it to change your difficulty by 4. So yes.
Did it.
Okay, you did it. So he's trying to grapple you, and you
Shrug it
don't.
off.
Make your attack.
Shrug it off. Shrug it off. Bypass it.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Making the roll. And this is also agility, I assume.
What are you doing? Throwing the
So-
bomb into the maw?
Yeah.
And it looks weird inside. It just looks like just like a pink smoky cloud of, or vapor or something
But
inside
it
it.
doesn't.
Roll your
How
range
about,
attack.
like,
Roll
right
your
at the
range
base of, right at the base where it meets the ground, I guess, then to hit the fleshy bits. Never seems like a good target. Here we
I don't
go.
know. Do you want to throw it into the maw or not? It's up to you.
I want it to blow it off of its footing. So yeah, just before right at the base of the
What'd you roll?
meaty section. 17, and he doesn't have this
Okay.
agility. No.
Yes. No, it's
Enough
presence. It's
presence.
presence for ranged.
All right, so it's -1. It's a 16.
It still hits. What's the damage on that bomb?
I don't know.
D10 is it?
D10. Yeah.
Roll a d10, please.
All right, stand by. 10. Eight. That really wasn't that big a deal, dude. I expected an explosion.
I'll spend an omen to max the damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. It gets d4 reduction. Okay, so what's the max damage?
It's 10.
10. Okay, so it takes 6. Okay, it's still puffing away there. You definitely blew some raw or fleshy bits. So you exposed some flesh on it, but it's still puffing away. Is anyone else approaching it or doing anything?
I am. I'm behind him,
Right.
and I want to get right up to that his lips and hit him with that wood chunk.
Go for it. Roll your attack.
All right. 14.
14 is a hit.
Yeah. D6
Damage?
Let's see what. 5.
Okay, and okay. Takes 4. All right. Still puffing away. What's everyone else? Anyone else actually getting close enough to do anything?
Yeah. Can I just get into crossbow range with it?
Yeah, absolutely. You shoot your
Just,
crossbow at it?
Yeah.
For
yeah.
it. That's definitely out of rope reach range. You can definitely shoot a crossbow more than 40 feet.
Not natural 20.
Modified 20. Okay, roll your damage.
Seven.
Okay, yeah, your crossbow bolt sticks right into the side of it and punctures in real deep. And you see kind of like some ooze kind of pouring out of there, some kind of whitish, pinkish ooze, pus or something, maybe blood. Okay, is that it for the round?
In between vomiting, since I'm pretty ineffective and I can't move, I'm going to try to use my power, the Metzwattel's blind your eye, and try to turn invisible.
Yes. Oh, wait. No, you can't. Not during this uncontrolled vomiting.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yep, then I'm good.
Whiston, did you want to take any action, Whiston, before I go to the next round?
No, he keeps looking nervously over
Okay.
his shoulder at
And
this
then,
glowing house not far to the north.
and then the last action of the round is the doors fly open on both of the two buildings to the northwest of here, labeled B on the map there, right under my camera image. Fly open, and 6 men come running out. I think they are all armed with axes. Let me double check if there's anything different. Here we go. Yeah, they all 6 come running out holding axes. No, sorry, 5 of them come out running holding axes, and one of them comes out holding a flintlock pistol. So he kind of comes up at the back while the other 5 are running ahead of him to try to join into the mess that's going on down here at the seed. They will arrive. You get another round of fighting with the seed itself before they arrive. Okay, initiative. Let's have George roll d6.
Okay, 4.
A 4. Okay, good guys go first. So Harryhausen, you're at the top of my list.
Point of question: if he strikes with his melee weapon, does he add strength to the damage?
No, just
Does
to the roll,
strength come into the game?
to your attack roll with melee.
Is
And
that what I
anytime you have
just
to make,
said?
anytime you have to make it. Oh yeah, but not to damage. You said, did you add it to damage? I said no.
Okay, that's just a hit.
Yes,
Okay, fair enough.
same as Lamentations.
Gotcha. Well, then he will go up. Now, what
Same
I
as
had
basic
wrote
D&D.
down, there was so much stuff going on early on. I just wrote it down and I asked in the main forum.
Hmm.
I wanted a great hammer that was over 6 feet long, like a Zweihander, that does the same damage, but it would be a great hammer with a cast iron overhead.
For what? For
If
your
you don't
character
want,
here right now?
if you don't want him to have that
What's
for
the
the
damage on your current weapon? Oh, you don't have a weapon,
if
do you?
I bought it, that's what I bought with my silver.
Oh, then yeah, that's fine. I'm totally cool with it. No problem. Sorry.
It's the same weight and everything as a Zweihander. It's just a giant.
It's a big
No one
war
else
maul,
can
like
handle
a maul. Yeah, got
it.
it.
Yeah, 6 foot long with a giant ogre
I'm totally cool with it. It's a
skull on it.
two-handed maul. Go for it.
Exactly. And
Whatever.
he goes up and he does the swinging, whirling dervish. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bong.
What's your roll?
Who's going to go rolling right now? Add my strength to this, correct?
Correct.
19 plus 3.
Okay, and damage?
Stand by. I will. I'm just going to go ahead and max it out.
Just put the volume in?
Let me roll. Let me roll first. Can I?
Yeah,
I
roll
can affect it
first.
after, right? Yeah, roll first. I'll take the 9. That's fine.
Okay. Does 5, but that's enough. So you smash into the seed. Where is it here? Sorry. Yeah, so you smash into the seed, you big, huge overhead kind of like circus cart. You don't remember those machines, you swing it up over your head and bring it down. Smash it down. And it like goes like half closed as it begins to collapse in on itself, and this it's choking, and this pink miasma is sputtering out, um, and yeah, and it just collapses dead.
Good work.
Ah,
Yeah.
Now, what direction are those men facing? Are they like?
They're coming straight towards you from the northwest.
If he kept running straight on, he'd head right for them, right?
You could run for them, yes. If you run for them, they can attack you this round.
Hmm. We'll stand there by the great thing, just stamping on it while waiting for them to approach.
You hear the one behind with the pistol kind of scream out "No!" as the machine dies.
Too bad.
Now,
You're all
Harry Hal
gonna wait for them
Venus
to
will
get to you.
hold his hammer over his head and say, "I sacrifice this to the great Gollum god." Bong, bong, bong.
All right, these guys are charged towards you. So go roll initiative. I'm going to assume Whiston's still keeping a safe distance, and actually you're still at crossbow distance, Brent. You can get a shot on them actually first if you want.
Yeah, why not?
Go for it. Fire one of your bolts. How many have you fired now so far? Have you kept track?
One so far.
Okay,
I started with 12,
cool.
so
Go
I'm
for
down
it.
to 11.
Your attack?
14.
14. That's a hit. Damage. Okay, no armor. No armor.
7 again.
I don't think they have armor.
You shoot the pistol guy?
No, not the pistol guy. Pistol guy's at the back. One of
Okay.
the front guys, I assume. Yeah, you drop one of those guys. So here we go. Cultists. How many did I say there were? 5 of them? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, 5 plus pistol.
Yeah.
I think there was 6 total.
Yeah, no problem. That would be, yeah, got it. Okay, you kill one of them. So you shoot him, and he drops dead before he even gets to the other guys. Now, the initiative roll. Go for it there, John.
Bye.
What'd you get?
4.
A 4? Okay, so you guys go first. There are still 4 of the cultists charging you, and the other guy with the pistol is going to be taking a shot as well this round.
You're all doing great.
Can I just check
So,
that?
Are,
They're
are
not
they
undead, are
within
they?
hammer range, or does he have to move to go into hammer range?
No, they're running up to you, so yeah, you can easily hammer them. Go
Well,
for it.
if the pistol guy is nearby, he will El Kabong him.
No, he's not. He stayed back a ways. You'd have to charge him, but then they'd get free attacks on you.
He will just smash the closest one.
Okay, go for it.
In a dramatic effort to crush him and carry the hit onto the next one.
Roll it.
The great Golem God.
Is that an ability or something?
No. A 15, but he gets to add the 3 for the strength, so it's 18.
Okay, damage.
All right, D10, stand by. It's only a 5.
It's enough to kill him. He dies. 3 remain. Who's next? Brent?
Yeah, can I just double check? These guys, they're not undead, are they?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
that's
You
fine.
guys already killed one earlier and looked at his face. They're just some kind of weird cultists that dress up like Bedouin mummy people.
Okay. No, it's just because my armor has a.
That's the only
a
image
thing
I really
for
have of
undead.
them at the moment in here, but yeah, that's what they look like.
So I'll just try and crossbow another one.
Oops. I can take that down actually. Yep. Okay, go for it. Roll.
12.
A 12 hits damage.
3.
3.
Yeah.
You kill him. He dies. You notice these guys are all kind of sick too. They're not as sick as some of the other people you've seen around this town, but they don't look too good either. And he dies. Anybody left to
Whatever you
go
just
after
said did not
Brent is
generate
Whiston.
any.
Whiston.
Sorry, muted. Yes. Are they getting uncomfortably close at this point to
Not
me?
to you, no, because they've still got to deal with those guys, and there's only a couple of them left already.
I'm sort of feeling slightly guilty. Yes, I'll take a shot at them with a bow.
Go for it.
16 presence based, isn't it? Archery. 17.
Nice damage.
Damage is 3.
3. Did you want to shoot the one with the gun? Because you have a bow, you could reach him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Does he have any armor? No. He takes 3 points damage. And let me double check his hit points. Oops, I was on the right page in the first place, wasn't I? No, I wasn't. Here we go. Yep, he dies before he even got to fire his pistol.
Very good.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll attack.
Yeah, Felix next.
How many? What are the 3 guys left?
There are 2 left. With
2 left.
their
I'd
little
like to
hand
take.
axes.
I'd like to take shit and just put them in there. We're gonna throw them right in the middle of this chaos.
Okay.
And then while I'm doing that, take my wooden board and smash one.
Okay. So you
And I
toss.
rolled an 18.
Okay. Cool. Damage.
And the damage is going to be 6.
All right. You smash him. He's dead.
Smash him.
Only one remains. Unaware continues vomiting outside the church.
Yeah. Perhaps
And
I've completely vacated my stomach at this point. It's turned into dry heaves.
the one remaining will attack the iron golem. Harryhausen, roll defense rating, please. Or defense roll, please.
Agility is that agility
Mhm.
is 0? So it's a
Mhm.
straight 13.
Okay. And roll your damage reduction. Hit you for 4.
Well, he takes 2. Hold on. A lower incoming damage by 1. I'll roll the omen. No, I
Right.
won't. I'll just take it. I'm just gonna take it.
Take 3.
He takes 2 right off the top.
Don't you have an
because
armor?
of his-
Don't you have a damage reduction for your?
You take 2 right off the top.
Oh, really? And +1 for the shield, so you take 3 right off top. Okay, so you take 1 point of damage.
Sure.
Got
Point
it.
of damage.
Wow.
You
That
got
was
it.
his maximum. So he looks at you, kind of, you kind of see the terror in his ill-looking eyes momentarily as he realizes like he just barely nicked you with his best shot. And roll initiative, John. D6.
Stand by. 6, right on the nose.
Okay. You get to go first.
Alkabong. 11 plus the 3 is 14.
11 plus 3 is 14. That's going to hit. Damage. I think he's dead.
Stand by.
I'm guessing.
10. I only rolled a 2, so I'm going to max my damage with another omen.
Okay. He's dead. They're all dead. And it's quiet as even the machine is no longer making sound, chuffing out this white miasma anymore. You can only hear the whining sound coming from that house up to the northeast.
I want to yell at Underwear. Underwear, wake up! Come on!
If you want to wait like another 15 minutes or whatever till he's okay.
Yeah, I need
You
a
guys can all
minute.
catch your breath anyway, right?
Harryhausen will make it a point to run around where all those dead bodies are and stamp their heads flat, all the while he's screaming to his golem god.
Okay.
Bong, bong, bong.
Does anybody have any food or drink?
Yes.
I don't think I could keep it down.
Fair. If anybody's going to take a break and eat or drink while poor Unaware is puking his guts out, let me know because you can restore some hit points.
I'm gonna have some of my lard and some water.
Sure, you get 1 hit point back.
He threw the chicken, correct?
He did, yeah. He's
going to go collect.
You pick up the chicken. Okay. Did you eat your chicken, by the way? You haven't eaten a chicken or any animal today, no?
I ate that chicken earlier today.
Did you? Okay, I missed that somehow.
You're gonna eat shit.
He has your shit.
If you don't notice that he picked up the chicken because you're doing other stuff, that might happen.
Damn.
Okay. Anybody else eating and drinking during your little quick respite here? No? Nobody else needs to recover hit points? Cool. Let's go for toughness rolls, please, everybody.
3.
A 3.
11.
Roll a d6 for me there, Whiston.
6.
6. You are overcome with euphoria for the next 6 hours. You are giggly, hyper, and will have an excessive desire to breathe more of the miasma.
All right.
And that's going to go on for 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Who else failed their toughness check?
Got an 11. I don't know if that fails or not.
It does. Roll a d10, please.
7.
A 7. You are overcome with sadness. You don't see the point of doing anything except sitting down here now and waiting to die. Roll d6.
4.
This will last for 4 hours.
Oh my god. Guys, I'm just gonna sit down here. This is bullshit.
Did anybody else
I got
fail
a,
that?
yeah, I got a 4.
I think you failed every single one, Brent. Roll a d10, please.
Yeah,
I'll take these cultists off the screen now. They're gone.
8.
An 8. Okay, give me a presence test. You're feeling really tired again.
6.
Roll 2d4. What'd you get on 2d4?
You want the total?
Yeah,
6.
you will sleep for the next 6 hours deeply.
Okay.
So who's still standing?
I got a
Harryhausen.
16 on that, so
Yeah, you're okay.
I think
You
I'm
finally you
good.
stopped vomiting and
Just
you're okay, but
wiping the vomit from my face with my robes.
you and Harryhausen are okay, but Brent has gone back to sleep.
Too late to use an omen or no?
For what?
To reverse the DR on my initial roll.
Oh, did you fail by less than 4?
Yes.
Then yes, you can. Oh, let's do it.
And then can I spend the other one on Brent?
Brent, how much did you? No, he rolled a 4. He can re-roll it.
Okay.
He can re-roll it. You can spend one for him to re-roll.
Brent, go ahead and re-roll.
Try again,
Is this
Chris, just in
toughness?
case. Yeah, no, this is presence. Oh no, it is toughness. Yeah, it's toughness. You're right.
Yeah, no, that's worse.
Okay. Roll another.
I got
Oh no, we'll
another
just stick
omen
with the
for
omen.
him.
Yeah, another. Try one more time.
3rd time's a charm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
No, that's still a fail. 10.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
You will sleep for 6 hours.
He just wants a nap.
He's out. Brent is out. Whiston has got a weird look on his face, and he seems to be inhaling deeply.
I think he's narcoleptic.
Harryhausen belches and feathers fly out of his mouth.
What the?
Bong, bong, bong.
Shit, where are you?
And the mule collapses as well.
No.
Still breathing, but he's collapsed on the ground. So what do you
Well,
do?
Harry, what should we do with Brent? Throw him in the cart and maybe we'll just tow the cart ourselves since the body's sleeping.
I said just put him in the church.
You need to,
Still hear the
Those
squelching sounds
things,
from the church.
those things were in the church.
need to
Yeah, I
find,
know.
need to find Mural and Yarg.
Yes, perhaps they're the source of this light and this noise. We can't hang out here much longer.
Well, do you want to check the people under the wrappings that you just killed?
Oh,
Yeah.
You guys did just kill 6 dudes. Just saying.
well,
I want.
Harryhausen kind of squashed all their faces.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
How about we go to that house to B? That's where they came from, right? Up at the.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go there and just freaking just call out their names. Where the hell are you, Varel and Yarg?
Okay.
It's a fantastic idea. Let's do that immediately. Come on, everybody, come on.
I want my silver.
What number is this? This was B, wasn't it? Yeah, so over here. There's the houses. Yes, okay. So, yeah, there's 2 houses. One's a little bit wider than the other. One's a little bit smaller. Which one do you want to check first? The bigger one or the smaller one?
Small one should be quicker.
Bigger one, yeah. It might make more sense. They'd
The
probably
bigger
be
one?
with the big one. And with royalty, you know.
Okay, go into the big one. First room you can see is obviously This is number 1 on the map here, or on the little message, room 1. This is where the final brotherhood meets and eats. What's left of their food supply is here. Outfits and weapons discarded in one corner, and of course they are not currently discarded because they're wearing them. You just murdered them while they were wearing them. And there's a stairway you can go up. Go up, check out the other
Maybe a quick
rooms.
little search. And
Hmm?
Is there a
I like
basement
the
as well, or no?
No.
Okay.
No cellar. Go
Carry on.
upstairs. Room number 2 is just a bedroom, nothing interesting. In fact, they're all bedrooms up here. Room number 3 looks like 2 people would have slept here. There's a couple of knives sitting on a table. You can see it looks like based on the markings on the table, somebody's been playing pin finger. And then room 4 is another bedroom, 1 person. Looks like one of the beds is unused. You can see there is a diary sitting on the table.
who can read here?
I do not read.
I don't read
Only
either.
only if it's a dead language. Can I investigate it to see if
It
it's a
is not
dead
a dead
language?
language.
Weston can read. Weston.
Whiston.
Yes, my dear fellow, boon companion of our troubled times. What can I do for you?
This diary is written full of invective about how the final brotherhood will finally bring an end to this miserable dying world and the pathetic subhumans that inhabit it. He does concede, however, that he will miss his dear mother, but sacrifices must be made.
There we go. You see? They sound like quite nice boys after all.
Go over to the smaller building. Oh yeah, the X's, by the way, are these big like braziers that they have burning outside as well. Not sure why they just have braziers burning outside the doors. Oh, also, actually, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention the doors themselves too. The buildings. These buildings are in better shape than any of the other buildings you've seen in the house in the village, mainly because they have not been ransacked largely, but also where does it say here? Yeah, the windows are all boarded up here. Um, looks like they're trying to keep the miasma out. Maybe the burning braziers were also meant to help clear the air. It's not though. Not really. And there's still miasma even in their house, just not as much. So yeah, you go into the other building. So you come into room 6. Yeah, room 6 is the entrance. There's a former living room. It's been trashed, however, and is otherwise empty at this point. Into room 5 is it was once a little kitchen and storage area, but now it's just filled with junk, useless junk, not invaluable junk. Up the stairs to room 7. This is another bedroom. The walls are covered with charcoal scribbles, all in capitals. They say, "The Eschaton is here. Apotheosis sick is ours. The weak will be punished. um, Yarg's sacrifice is our gain."
Oh no.
Yarg.
Yarg
Yarg,
been
yes.
sacrificed.
Did they sacrifice Yarg? Oh no.
Earl and Yarg.
And room 8 is another room for 2 to sleep in. It looks like 2 people were sleeping in here, but there's nobody here now.
The place is empty.
It's empty.
To the pink glow.
As he steps out, Harryhausen will start it on fire.
Judging by the number of beds, you can account for all but 1 person. If this is indeed all of them.
It's gonna burn it down.
Okay, so you can set the building on fire.
Indeed.
No
Purge it with
problem.
fire. The Golem god.
Both
Bong,
of the
bong,
buildings,
bong.
probably. Mm-hmm.
He's gonna burn every building he comes to.
Indeed.
As we progress toward the glowing, noisy house, I'm going to try to turn invisible.
Sure. Use your power to turn invisible. You can
Yeah,
do so. How long does
I
that
think I need
last?
to roll.
Oh yeah, you have to make a presence
It's
test. Yep,
D.
presence test.
It's D6 rounds or until I'm damaged. So I guess I'm gonna like pop it like when we get relatively close to the building.
Okay. Well, as you're on your way, everybody give me toughness rolls, please.
14.
That's
13
pass.
plus
That's a
2.
That's
I
a
have
pass.
15.
That's a pass.
What's the DR on this check?
Anything 12 or higher is pass.
Ooh.
So I have an 8, so I'm gonna spend an omen to drop it down by 4.
Okay, man, you guys are going through omens like candy.
5.
Oh, roll a d10, please. Unless you want to spend an omen to roll again.
No. 2.
2. Your eyes begin bleeding for the next 5 minutes. It's painful and distracting. You're still euphoric, but you're blind.
Okay.
The pain is
Do I?
it's such a rich experience.
I say, chaps, who wants to play blind man's buff? You turn me round 3 times. Come on.
How did you do, Chris? Sorry.
I was just about to ask whether or not I needed to. I got 7.
Oh yeah, you're asleep, aren't you? That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. You're now asleep. You're now sleeping and sad.
Hurrah!
Anybody else? No, that's it. Okay.
I got a question. Is Brent in the wheelbarrow with us, or what's the status?
Oh, good question. Where is Brent?
That's what we had decided to put him in the wheelbarrow and just carry him around with us.
Okay, you just pull him around a wheelbarrow, push him around a wheelbarrow. That's fair. Yeah, he's sleeping in the wheelbarrow. After about 5 minutes pass, then eventually Whiston can see again. The bleeding stops. You've experienced this a few times already now, so you're familiar with it. And you can proceed on up to the house. As you approach the house, the whining sound gets louder and the light gets brighter. Um, you can see that it looks like something smashed through the wall of the house here on the lower floor. And looking at the marks in the ground, it looks like it flew like a cannonball, where it eventually came to a stop right where the machine that you destroyed is at.
Could you say that again?
Judging by the state of the house, it looks like something smashed through the wall from the inside, then bounced along and skidded on the ground, eventually stopping at point
Okay,
C where
so
the machine
as in
is.
something previous, not like it just happened now. Okay, gotcha. Very good.
Something previous,
It's
yes.
probably that thing that we killed already. That big.
hmm
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, the seed must have come from here.
Yes.
You make yourself invisible. Roll your presence test.
All right. 19 plus 3, 22.
So it works. You go invisible.
So does he fade away slowly, or does he just
Yeah,
pop out
describe
of
it for
existence?
us.
Basically, I just from the feet up, you just see my appearance just blend into the background. I'm thinking it's kind of like Metal Gear Solid, like stealth camouflage, kind of like it just maybe like this light silhouette.
Like the
Harryhausen can still see you. He can't.
As you go in, you can peer in through the wrecked wall of the house. You will see this inside, emitting the light. It's some kind of diamond-shaped, bright pinkish white light, like a television left on standby, and this high-pitched buzzing whine sound.
It seems to be like attached to that person's body.
It seems to be coming out of his body, and it seems like the borders of the portal, the frame of the portal, is made up of his entrails and innards.
I
And
rolled
he
a
he
6
he
for the
you can see
rounds.
his face clearly. That is Yarg Vulgaris.
Where's Veryl?
He's dead. Yarg. He doesn't respond.
I don't think he's going to want his head.
Are
So
you all taking a look at this? Yeah, getting a good look at your quarry.
this is inside the house, correct?
Yes.
I'm setting it on fire. He
No,
sets it on fire.
no, no.
Bong, 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 bong.
Do you think the seed came from that thing?
Care not. And he sets it
Is
on
it a
fire.
portal? Okay, I'm just slink away from the fire.
So he sets it on
It'll
fire.
take a while for it to catch. Yeah, it'll take a while to catch.
As you're kind of watching it, it seems to be dimming a little bit. The light kind of flickers somewhat. The building starts to catch fire, but a little bit more so. Just keep watching it burn, or what?
I'm
Move on to the
backing
next,
out.
next building.
Hmm?
Go on to the next building.
Okay, and then eventually the building catches a pretty good amount of flame, and it starts to collapse in on itself. And there's a moment where you don't hear or see anything. There's a bright pinkish white flash. You don't see, think, or feel or hear anything for a moment. Everybody make a toughness test, please. You were walking away from it, so I'll reduce this.
10 plus 2 for toughness is 12.
12.
Got a mod 13.
12 for me.
Okay.
6.
6.
Oof.
Okay.
Yikes.
That's a fail.
Oof.
Anybody?
I will
Who's
use.
left? Chris, how did you do? How did Brent do? Oh, he's
He
asleep,
passed.
isn't he? He's in a
He is,
barrel.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Brent takes 11 points of damage.
Hold on. I'm using my last omen and have him re-roll.
He doesn't roll. He's in a wheelbarrow. He can't move.
Isn't Brent outside with the ass in the wheelbarrow?
Whoever
But
failed.
you said you were
Whoever
pushing
failed.
him around wherever you went. So no, the
Yeah,
ass
whoever
is actually dying anyway.
Whoever failed their toughness.
That was Neil.
Whoever rolled the 6.
Roll again, Neil.
That would be me. And I need to roll that again, don't I?
Yep.
Oh, good. Good. That would be a 1.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you
That was worth
take
the omen.
you take 24 points of damage, Whiston.
Is that all? Fuck you.
Ouch.
24 points of damage from the debris of the house that explodes once it collapsed down onto the portal, collapsing this space-time continuum portal thing on itself, causing a massive explosion. And now the house is no longer there because the debris of it is all around all of you. And you can see now there's no longer the innards of Jarl. In fact, there's no longer even a diamond-shaped portal. There's more like a weird ripple, this pinkish white ripple in the air there. It's very surreal looking. Congratulations. Now the portal is permanent, perhaps.
Okay.
You begin searching around the other houses, looking.
Yes.
Poor Whiston is dead. How long?
Well, no, hang on a sec. No, I am.
How long are you going to search?
Guess until we run out of houses. We're going to burn them as we go to
Okay,
each
give me
one.
another toughness test. Everybody who's conscious or alive.
16 for
Is it 20?
Cool. And who's left?
I have one last omen I will spend to re-roll. I
Okay.
rolled a 6. And even better, I got a 5 that time.
Oh,
Hmm.
roll d10.
Hmm.
As you succumb further to the miasma.
2.
A 2. Your eyes begin bleeding. Not as bad as it could
Oh.
be. So let's see, how many houses do you have left to search? You got to search that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. That's 4. That one's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then there's 14, 15 once you get down there.
Let's just leave.
Yeah, so I'm going to say
Yeah.
it's going to take you.
I think
We failed.
We're not going to recover the sons, and we should just get out of this mess.
Gonna get the wheelbarrow and just start leaving.
I agree.
Okay, give me one more toughness save as you try to leave the miasma.
I failed. 6.
Do you have any omens left?
I do not.
Okay.
I
roll
also
D10.
failed with a 1.
Okay. Oh,
11
1.
plus 2 is 13.
Well, it's a mod 1. 2 minus 1.
Okay. Well, Harryhausen passes, but survives. Roll D10. The two of you who failed, please. A D10 each.
4.
4 for me as well.
You both become enraged. No amount of compassion, logic, or reason will talk you down, like a tantler being told it's bedtime, but multiply the ferocity 100 times.
Damn it, underwear!
Yeah, understandable as we just lost $5,000.
Shouldn't have bought that damn mule.
They start arguing over this.
And where the hell's my chicken?
Yeah.
Not good with humans. He's just gonna keep wheeling the
Keep
wheelbarrow toward
Okay.
the exit.
With
Yeah.
Brent in it. Okay.
Where are you going with my stuff?
Why is
Chicken's
that guy
over
gonna
here.
So I assume they follow, and eventually you make your way out of the miasma, and you leave, and probably go into some kind of hiding, I suppose, since you were charged to do a job for Baron Vulgaris, and I take it you don't go back to him, or do you? I guess it's up to you. It doesn't really matter for the context of this one shot, to be fair.
Maybe write him a letter.
Harry has little fear of him, but he'd give a full detailed explanation to whoever can write. If not, then they'll hire a seer or whatever to write for him.
Just to let you know the ramifications of what has happened here. So you have destroyed the machine. It's no longer pumping out the pink miasma, which is good. It says here, oh yeah, and it is melted into a pile of like once you've destroyed it, it melts into like a nasty pile of slime, like pinkish slime that takes ages to wash away. Unfortunately, the terraforming efforts that it's done just here around the village of Mudwich, the effects are pretty severe, and it'll take about 2 years for the environment to return to normal if the world lasts that long. The dying world. However, had you not stopped it, had you left it unchecked, after a few months, it would convert an area of 250-kilometer radius to an alien environment, which is completely inhospitable to human life eventually. It's an alien terraforming biomachine, which is where the long title of the adventure comes from. Psychic
We did
doomsday
good, boys.
cultists semi-accidentally summoned an alien machine that is eating the world and shitting out a new one. So good. There you go. Congratulations.
Now, with the portal remaining, like, what would become of that?
Oh, it's a portal to another dimension or world or something. Don't know. Somebody will probably eventually brave the miasma to explore, or maybe they'll wait a couple of years.
Something else might come out of it.
At least Harryhausen and Brint and Felix and Unaware, the four of you will be able to kind of report what you saw there, so maybe people will avoid the place. So as
Sure.
not to,
I'd
Or
love to be able to
I'll-
do that, but I died.
Put warnings
right. Oh, yeah,
on the
sorry,
road.
not Brint. It was wait, Brint died. Whiston died. I remember Whiston died. Oh yeah, Brint died in the explosion.
Yeah.
I would try to perhaps down the road sell the suit to someone and tell them I would give them safe passage through the portal just to try to make a coin.
Do you want to know what that suit does, by the way?
Yeah.
What letter was that? Oh, it should be on the map. It's an E. Not E. H. That suit, made of hard blue-green ceramatastic. It's like a combination of plastic, ceramics, and metal. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, when powered, the suit increases your strength, agility, and movement by 50%. It provides protection equal to plate armor, but without the encumbrance or weight. Without power,
Oh
it
shit.
provides that protection, but with no benefits for the weight.
You
So
say it had 4 arms?
as long as it's powered, it's basically like weightless. It has 4 arms, yes. Here's a picture of it. I don't know if you can see.
Whoa.
Oh,
Ooh,
that thing was more badass than we thought.
yeah.
Well,
It's a
don't
space
sell it.
aliens. It's an alien spacesuit.
Nice.
Had anybody made a critical result on their check to figure out how to turn it on and open it and stuff, they would have figured out. They would notice the presence of the breathing apparatus and figured out how to turn that on as well with the helmet. And if you turn the breathing apparatus on while you're wearing it, you have to immediately make a save versus drowning or die, because it's obviously it's a breathing apparatus for an alien race. It's not for you.
Oh
So,
wow.
yeah. And you never encountered the there's actually another couple of characters. The guy with the suit, remember she mentioned? You
Yeah.
never ran into him. It didn't happen, but they're like basically walking around with these like diving like suits on.
Oh,
Actually, they only have one suit. I'm sorry, but the two of them, they're basically just trying to study the effects in the machine and kind of like crazy scientist types. But yeah,
Cool.
Mhm.
they can continue studying the after effects for the next couple of years, maybe if they don't get found
we could just send a letter to the parent letting them know the entire town was poisoned.
out.
There's a deep miasma that continues to poison the area.
Yeah,
And we found both of his sons murdered by
Yeah.
cultists. We
yeah,
killed
true,
everyone.
true.
And they'll never see us again.
Well, the one son died in the formation of the portal, and the other son was the guy with the pistol that you shot with your bow and killed, and then
Whoops.
you
Way
stomped
to
his face,
go.
and then your iron golem stomped his face in. But yeah, had you left the portal alone, it would have disappeared after another like 4 or 5 hours. But because the person who created it, who summoned it, was now dead. But yeah. Anyway, you didn't know that.
Hmm.
So thanks for playing. I'm gonna stop the recording there.